Have you ever found yourself scrolling through social media, wishing that you had somebody who would take your photos, shoot videos while you're wearing your fabulous outfits? But every time you ask somebody, your social circle seems to vanish? I am here to tell you that you don't actually need other people to shoot your own fashion outfits. Hello, how are you? I am from Kina, and today I'm going to the Fashion Influencer's Beginner's Guide to Solo Content Creation. A lot of other influencers shoot a lot of their content alone, and so can you. All you need is some equipment and a plan. That is where the tripod comes in. The tripod is my absolute go-to when it comes to shooting content alone. I'm guessing you don't want photos from the ground up. First of all, the angle, not very cute. Second of all, you won't really get a good look at your top. You will get a good look at other things, so a tripod gives you a great way to be able to take photos more or less everywhere without anybody. But now the question is, Kina, which one do I get? Most tripods work. I would recommend getting one that's a bit taller than yourself because that gives you more options later on. However, I am using a tripod that is about eyesight for me. I got the cheapest one that they had. You don't really need anything that's too sturdy or too expensive. The one I have has 3 legs with 3 extenders on each leg and a neck that goes up, and it works. It fits all my criteria. You could of course get one that is smaller, but then you are dependable on finding something to put it on, like maybe a fence, a table, a window. For example, if you're filming at home, maybe a smaller one would fit for you. But if you are buying one and you want it to last for a long time, I recommend getting one that's quite tall. In addition to the tripod, if you're taking photos with your phone, you will most likely need a phone adapter, which is this thin little clamp that holds your phone into the tripod. Now, of course, some tripods have this built in, so it all depends on which one you're getting. Taking the photos. So there are many ways of taking the photo all alone. When I started, I used the Lens Buddy app. It is an app that would continuously take photos for you while you pose. After that, you can go through the photos that you have taken and then download the pictures that you liked, and that way you don't have to save all of the photos to your phone. The second option, which I am using right now, is the button. This little thing is my favorite equipment ever when it comes to taking photos. This is a button which is connected to my Bluetooth, and every time I click the button, it takes a photo. I prefer this over the app because I somehow always manage to get the bad photos in between the shots. Some of them not great, but with the button I can decide when I want to take the photo. So when I want to have some movement in my photo and I want to move, I can press the button at the correct time. The button is sold separately. I got mine in a set with a selfie stick that I got, but I know that they are also sold separately, and as far as I've understood, they're not that expensive, so go at it. Now, of course, taking photos with your self-timer on the camera is also an option. I have never done this because I don't have the patience to run back and forth, check the photos, to try to figure out when to pose, like how to do the pose. If you don't want to download the app and you don't have the button, it is a definite option and it works. You don't need more than one photo technically. If you want to do a carousel on Instagram, you can do a couple. And obviously if your main object is to make reels or TikTok videos, short videos, then you don't really need either because you just film and then you can clip them after. I have heard of people who film their outfits and then screenshot to make pictures. The times I've tried that, my quality is really bad, so I wouldn't recommend that. Now lastly, I would recommend bringing something to carry everything with you. I myself usually bring 2 tripods, the button, maybe a purse on the side, my phone. It gets tedious carry everything. Also, if you are like me and you don't necessarily want the entire world to see that I'm gonna take photos of myself, you can hide it. So like if people are walking by, you can just like shoop into the bag. You can just hide it in the bag. It's genius. I would recommend getting something that is tall enough for the tripod to fit in, which I don't do, so the legs are always sticking out. Do as I say, not as I do. And that concludes today's topic. If there are any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you again next time. Okay, bye. I think it worked. Did I do good YouTube?